The galaxy trembled when the broadcast came. Every screen, every comm station, every holo relay across the stars flickered with a single urgent message. Emergency broadcast. A human dreadnought is incoming. Impact unstoppable. No one knew how the humans had built such a ship. The great empires had long believed Earth's people were weak, scattered, barely holding their place among the stars. Yet now, one warship was coming, and the warning was clear. The Dreadnought was not simply a vessel. It was a symbol, a storm, a promise of war. Alien citizens whispered in fear. Military leaders scrambled to prepare. Some laughed nervously, claiming it was propaganda. But in their hearts, they knew, if the humans sent an emergency broadcast themselves, it was not for intimidation. It was a warning of truth. Long ago, humanity had been exiled. The Galactic Council, fearing human aggression and rapid innovation, had declared them a species of risk. Earth was isolated, blockaded, and stripped of trade rights. Planets that once allied with humans abandoned them, terrified of punishment. It was not a clean exile. Cities burned. Colonies were left to starve. Entire fleets were dismantled under alien guns. Humanity endured humiliation for decades, silent but unbroken. But humans remembered. In hidden shipyards, deep within asteroid belts and beneath Europa's frozen crust, they built. They built not for survival, but for the day of return. That day had come. The Dreadnought appeared in the Kelran expanse. A patrol fleet of the Yalari Empire picked it up first. Mass reading. Impossible, their sensor chief stammered. That vessel is... It's larger than any warship in record, twice the size of a dread carrier. Power core. Gods, it's unstable. No, it's controlled. Controlled perfectly. The captain of the patrol ship tried to issue orders, but his voice shook. The human dreadnought filled the view like a moving continent. Its hull was black iron layered with strange alloys that shimmered like starlight. Weapon ports ran along its flanks, more than their entire fleet could ever carry. The patrol fleet fired in panic. Energy beams and torpedoes streaked across the void. They struck the dreadnought's shields and vanished like sparks against a storm. Then the human ship spoke. A deep voice thundered through every channel. This is the Terran Dreadnought Invictus. Stand aside. We do not come for you, unless you force us. The Yalari fleet scattered. Word spread. The galaxy's fear became real. In the grand chamber of the Galactic Council, panic raged. The humans have broken exile, shouted the insectoid, chancellor of the Krath Dominion. If that ship reaches our borders, nothing will stop it. We should negotiate, hissed the scaled representative of the Veil Consortium. They warned us. They only strike if opposed. Perhaps. Fools, roared a counselor of the Galrak, a warlike species who had long hated humanity. This is exactly why they were exiled. They are too dangerous. If we do not crush them now, we are doomed. But deep down, every delegate felt the same cold. Truth. Even united, their fleets might not stop the Dreadnought. The Council voted for war anyway. Pride demanded it. Fear disguised itself as courage. And so, armadas mobilized. They met at the Caravan Nebula. Hundreds of alien warships united under the Council's command, formed walls of steel and plasma. It was the largest fleet assembled in centuries. And yet, when the Dreadnought emerged, from the nebula's haze, silence fell across the comms. The Invictus advanced slowly, almost peacefully. Its sheer size dwarfed the enemy armada. Its hull bore scars, proof it had fought and survived battles unseen. The alien commander gave the order to fire. The void erupted in light. Torpedoes, ion beams, gravitic lances, all hurled at the human warship. For minutes, space burned. When the light faded, the Dreadnought still moved forward. Its shields glowed faintly, like embers after rain. Then came humanity's reply. A single broadside, one sweep of its weapons vaporized an entire cruiser line. Another strike split a battleship apart like paper. Alien crews screamed as their ships broke under fire they could not understand. The Dreadnought did not chase the fleeing survivors. It simply broadcast once more. "We warned you. Stand aside." The exile ends today. Inside the Dreadnought, Captain Elias Ward stood silent on the command deck. His crew, men and women from across Earth's scattered colonies, watched him, waiting. Ward's face was carved by years of war, his eyes carrying the grief of every human lost during exile. He whispered, not to his crew but to himself. For New London, for Titan, for every world they burned. The Dreadnought was not just a ship. It was humanity's memory forged into steel. Every weapon carried the rage of generations. Every engine burned with the fuel of vengeance. Ward turned to his officers. Set course, straight through their heart, no hesitation. And so the Dreadnought pressed on unstoppable. World after world watched in horror. The Invictus did not conquer planets. It did not slaughter civilians. It struck only military targets, tearing down fleets, destroying Council shipyards, silencing orbital cannons with precision fire. This restraint terrified the Empires more than total war would have. "They could burn us all," one alien governor whispered, watching the Dreadnought pass her planet untouched. "But they choose not to. That means they are in control. That means they will win." Rebellion sparked in Council territories. Species once oppressed by the Council rose up, chanting humanity's name as if it were salvation. To them, the Dreadnought was not a monster. It was justice. The Council fractured. Allies turned against each other. And still, the Dreadnought advanced. The Council made its last stand at the core barrier, a fortified line of 300 warships guarding their capital. When the Invictus appeared, the fleet opened fire with everything they had: planetary cannons, minefields, fleets arranged in desperate formation. The void itself seemed to burn. For hours the battle raged. The Dreadnought took damage, but it never stopped moving forward. Its guns tore open battleships, shattered carriers, and burned cruisers to ash. On the bridge, alarms blared. Fires spread. Crew members shouted damage reports, but Captain Ward stood tall. "Forward," he said, "always forward." At last the human Dreadnought broke the line. The capital of the Galactic Council lay before them, its defenses crippled. The Dreadnought halted in orbit of the Council's shining capital world. Its shadow blotted out the sun. Every citizen, every soldier, every leader looked up and knew. They were powerless. The Invictus opened a channel. Captain Ward appeared, his voice steady, his eyes unflinching. "For decades you called humanity dangerous. You were right. But you mistook our danger for cruelty. We are dangerous because we endure, because we remember. Because when you tried to bury us, we built the one thing you could never defeat: our will." He paused. The galaxy held its breath. The exile is over. The age of humanity begins. The transmission ended, and across the stars, the Council surrendered. The Dreadnought did not fire upon the capital. It simply remained vast and immovable, a reminder of what humanity had become. The emergency broadcast had been true from the beginning. A human Dreadnought was incoming, and its impact was unstoppable.